récemment que nous avons croisé dans les locaux parisiens de Sony, TJ Fixman. Scénariste et dialoguiste sur les derniers Ratchet Clank, il nous a parlé de son travail sur le dernier volet et sur les caractéristiques de son métier dans un média comme le jeu vidéo. Mais écoutons-le plutôt en attendant la critique du jeu, planifiée pour la semaine de sa sortie, tout début novembre.
The Future Trilogy was basically our way of saying how are we going to reinvent Ratchet for the PS3, and we knew we wanted to do a multiple game story. We knew we wanted to tell something that was epic, but something that wouldn't alienate players that haven't played one specific game inside the trilogy. So while there is like one overarching plot, which is the story between Ratchet and Clank and where their destinies lie, if you miss Quest for Booty or you didn't play Tools Destruction, you won't be completely lost. Like, you'll still understand everything about the narrative. So it's basically our way of telling just a really huge grand story and like the biggest adventure that Ratchet's ever been on since we started the franchise. The scenario of the trilogy is basically that Ratchet and Clank, they've been friends for a long time, but neither one of them has known very much about their past. So what the Future Trilogy does is it examines what is the past of Ratchet and Clank, and does that feed into what their future is? Does it, are they meant to be together forever, or is it time for them to kind of go off and have their own separate adventures? So the Future Trilogy is basically about them finding out more about themselves and where they're going.
He's awake! Stop him!
Ratchet and Clank, what I will do is I'll write a scene, or I'll write what the characters will say to each other during the level, and then we'll take that into a meeting. We'll have the animators take a look at it and say, how do we bring this to life? How do we build the sets? How do we make this as funny as possible? And then from there on out, it's just taking it into the recording studio and really just trying to get the actors to get a feel for the dialogue. And we have a very talented cast, and we work with some really great voice actors, and they bring all the jokes to life, and it's been one of kind of the hallmarks of the franchise.
I know. So much for clean underwear.
I think when you're looking at what Pixar does or what a TV studio does, it is very much like a video game story. But the one big difference is we're writing an experience, not a linear story. Like when you tell a story for a film or TV, you're basically taking the audience and you're sitting them down and you're saying, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know and nothing else. But in a video game, you're actually playing that character, you're experiencing it. So we actually have to write a lot more than a lot of people will see. Because we want the player to actually play as Ratchet and walk around, interact with different characters, to do different things, to actually make the galaxy feel like it's alive.
Stay here. I'll go save the children.
Deux questions pour finir. Tout d'abord, c'est quoi un lombax? Et que penserait-on de Ratchet Clank si on les croisait comme ça, après qu'ils se soient échappés du disque dur de la PS3?
What is a lombax? We get that question a lot. A lombax is a furry cat-like creature from the planet Fastoon, and they're all builders, they're engineers, they're the ones that kind of tinker around with everything, and they're known for leaping before they look.
Clank Ratchet was alone in the universe. Alone.
You realize this ship has an ejector seat, right?
Sorry?
If they were real characters, I mean, Ratchet would be, the friend that you have that's always up for trying something new without actually thinking about it. He would just, he never looks before he leaps. Meanwhile, Clank's the one holding him back and telling him, no, don't do that.